baby is trying to get into the top of the pelvis, the pelvic inlet, we want the pelvis to be able to do this and this. That's going to allow for a greater area for baby to get into. So how do we do that? So the really cool thing about our pelvis is it is attached to our femur via a bunch of soft tissues. So when you move the leg in different positions, it changes the orientation of the pelvis. And we can use that information to help optimize and create space no matter where baby is in the pelvis. So we open the top of the pelvis from front to back via hip extension. As the femur comes behind us, it's gonna pull the sits bones along for the ride, creating more space front to back. To open the top of the pelvis from side to side, what we want to do is find external rotation, which is going to again pull the pelvis along for the ride into this position. Now we have more space side to side. So the two ways that we can create space in the top of the pelvis using the femur bone and moving that to create change in the shape of the pelvis is hip external rotation. Hip external rotation is going to create more space side to side. And hip extension, so I'm going to tuck my pelvis, send my leg behind me. Hip extension is going to open the space from front to back in the top of the pelvis. So how do we combine those movements in a variety of ways to create help for baby getting into the top of the pelvis? Okay, so a really great position that opens the top of the pelvis via hip external rotation and hip extension is called the flying cowgirl. So you're gonna get a bolster or a peanut ball and you're gonna lay on your side. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna place the peanut ball between your legs, knees wider than ankles, so you can bring the ankles together. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna scoot the legs behind you so that the knees are under the hips. From there, here's the key that's often missed is I want you to think pubic bone to nose and think about tucking your pelvis. You might feel a stretch on the front of your legs. This is what we want. This is allowing the sacral promontory right here to move away from the pubic bone. Again, widening the space from front to back in the top of the pelvis. Amazing.